Love. But what is love? Anybody? Not the one who knows, the one who don't know. So what's love?
Love is God.
What else? What else?
Truth.
Truth? Is there like many more participants? Well, you can relate to many aspects of love. Many things we relate to its aspect, not to itself. For example, when you relate to my t-shirt, whatever you relate to is the aspect that is important to you. For example, if the pattern is important to you, you relate to its pattern. If colors are important to you, you relate to color. If its fabric is important to you, then you relate to fine fabric, you see. So, if truth is important to you, love is truth for you. Whatever attribute you want to give to love, it's just that part of love is you connect to. Actually, love is not an energy. Love is a state that you relate to when you are in harmony. And whatever brings that harmony to you, you fall in love with. For example, if a person brings that, then you feel in love with it. If a place does it, you feel in love with it. But being in the space of harmony is when you feel in love. So this is all about being in the space of harmony. So that is how the relationship is love. It's interesting, when I have a powerful session, there is not much question. When the session is not much powerful, there's a lot of questions. Everything is about that, actually. Again, you see, everything is as is. And whatever it is, it's all connected. Everything is an energy. You are an energy. This chair is an energy. That tree is, and everybody is an energetic being. And your energy is infinitely everywhere. That means we are within each other. And everything is within each other. So basically, the concept of oneness is realizing that. Of course, some people can relate to the concept of oneness through the humanity, as one, or through a group as one. Or then you can go beyond that, you understand that, humanity and the animal are one. Then you can go farther, you realize the trees and the earth and the whole universe is one. It depends on how far you relate. So both of oneness and individuality is a concept that we relate to. If you go through your ego, you see, everybody has an ego. There's different definition for ego, and ego is what brings individuality. Ego is what creates separation from you and everything around you. So ego makes you separate, make you individual. If you relate to your environment, to the world, to your surrounding, the way that through separation, through your ego, that it's outside you. So of course you're individual, and that is the concept of going from external relation of everything to you. If you see yourself among everything else, that is the concept you relate to as oneness. And generally, our mind is conditioned to relate everything outside us rather than us among everything else. So it's just different concepts that we relate to, and as higher vibration we are in, we connect to a more holistic way of looking at the whole, everything. Holistic, not necessarily religious, means in a whole way, not segmented each other. And then we see more of the connection, we relate to more of the connection, and we feel that oneness. But oneness is there. It's not something that we need to create. We just relate to it. Release or a fight?
Resistance.
And everything has two sides to it. It's like oneness and individuality. Depends on how you relate to it. When you see everything, you are an energy, and your soul is. There's no such a thing as your soul, but that's the way we understand. The energetic body that you relate to, you call it your soul. And when that goes through a shift, energetic shift, your energetic body goes through an energetic shift in different vibration, it affects your body, which is used to the previous vibration. Because each part of your organ, your muscle, your nervous system is used to your constant vibration that it just keep you as you are, comfortable. And anytime you are not comfortable, that means there's something happening energetically that brings that discomfort. So when there's a surge of energy going through, of course your nervous system react to it, and it's like putting electricity through you. It just does the same thing. So to your body, it feels like it has to fight the change. Of course, but there's no fight. It's just a reaction, mentally. But it is a release that is happening. Of course, it's an energetic shift that releases whatever it doesn't need to be there. It has to transform to a different vibration. And, it's not pleasant, but it's joyful.
How do you transfer the energy?
How do I transfer the energy? I press the button. I don't really transmit the energy. It's very difficult, I answer this question in so many ways, and half of the people, think, oh, you said it differently that time and this time. It's very difficult to pick at. See, when you ask a question, I can answer that question at many levels. At one level is a certain way, and another level is totally opposite that. And both of them are true. First of all, the energy always, energetic is always there. It's always, if you have an electrical line, it always creates a magnetic around it, and you also create the electromagnetic around it. It's just how, it's the nature of electricity. And in the nature of everybody's energetic body, always, it's part of it. So it's the transmission. See, when you say transmit something, it means it has its own mind to do it. But it happens without that intention. However, when I do this, also I kind of expand that energetic body by having just that intention. But I don't have an intention. Okay, let's expand your energetic body. I got used to, because I call it a session, and this is what I have to do. Automatically, it happens through me. The conditioning of myself. Originally, maybe first when I started was an intention, but now it doesn't work with an intention. It's like as soon as you put something in your mouth, you start chewing it without you realize that you want to really chew it, but it happens. So that's how it happens. But you see, when we call my soul, it you speak from a place of individuality. Because, in the place of oneness, you don't have any position, really. And also, the energy, that energy is in charge of you. You are not in charge of it. But because we go through our ego, we relate that to as a part of us, not that you are part of it. So, for example, in cellular system, we have individual cells. And, well, the blood goes through everything. The cell might think, oh, okay, the blood is part of it, but actually the cell is part of the whole structure, and blood is what keep the structure and the nervous system, whatever. You see, there is no discontinuation on an energetic level. There is no border. So there is no line to say this part is mine, the other part is not. Because everything is one, and through that oneness, there is no separation. So when you say something mine, it must have a boundary, but there is no such thing. What happens is that the energy is there. For example, this chair is energy too, and it's the most density is at this chair that you relate to, but it's everywhere else too. So as farther you go from the center of its most density and greatest presence, is diluted. It's not a border. So everything is a spirit, and a spirit is everywhere, and you are part of the universal spirit. But the way your mind can understand the energy around you is by defining a soul. But it's not quite like that. And you call it your soul. You see, you're not in charge. So if you realize you're not in charge, then there is nothing you can do, because the state of oneness is in charge of you. If the state of oneness wants you to feel it, you do. Because then through that you receive more energy and more, whatever you want to call it, support from that state for you to feel it. And that's what happens, not really the opposite way. However, when you spend time in the environment, the nature, environment, naturally, the nature, the nature brings you to your natural vibration, and your natural vibration allows you to relate to that state of oneness deeper. Have a good day.